We just had a little hiccup on this thing. As always, things are breaking left and right, but it's always good to figuring things out on the fly so they don't necessarily, ruin the experience. We're back with Thank Goodness You're Here. This awesome game is gonna be, I think it's pretty short. I think let's see, it should be pretty, I think we're like halfway there, so it's pretty short for what it is. We're back on all the others. Yeah, seems like we're back on all the other socials and whatnot. And let's see. And this is the let me make sure things are running on YouTube. YouTube is like the thing that has been causing me a lot of issues recently. I don't really get why is that, but like I said, it doesn't, it's all good. Hold on, so we're gonna wake up and we're gonna go from there. How's everybody doing? I'm just testing some things really quick, so feel free to join up and see. I can even say like hello friends. So now you can all be more social and hang out with me. So let's see. So this guy here, let's see, so this is the regular. How's everybody doing? You can tell me a joke while I try to figure this thing out. I'm waiting for a few more people to join up. So how is everybody doing? Let's see, so change this to on description. And then we're gonna do altered content none. And we are running. We're live. We're live. I need to finish this game today because I am going to be editing a bunch of stuff for Donkey Kong and all that stuff, Okie dokie. I think we are running. How the heck is everybody doing? Not too cute. Thank goodness you're here. I do like that name though. Let's see. Thank goodness you're here. Are we live on the vertical stream? Aha. Yes, we are. Let's see. So now I just need to change this to the tags is what kills me sometimes. And then sometimes it switches to entertainment. Okay, hi. How is everybody doing? We're about to get ready in 2 seconds. Go get your drinks, go get your dog, go get your mom, so you can get ready to start watching. because we just need one more second to see if anybody else joins us. So far this game has been really cool. I'm loving every second of this game so far. If you don't know what this game is, it's called Thank Goodness You're Here, and it's British and it's fun. So we're gonna go with all of this stuff. Okay, so it seems like so we're gonna let's see, everything is moving, everything is running. We're just gonna kill this video. All right, we are up and running on all the socials and all the networks and all the systems and everything in the universe. Seems like it's running right now. Okay, all right, cool. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna finish this one. All right, hold on, let me see that my phone is actually processing everything as well, you know, just making sure that everything is up and running. Takes a second sometimes. Unfortunately, I can't do that before stream because I need to set things up while they're started. Okay, we're running on all system, boys and girls. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's keep going. Let's go. Let's switch scenes. Okie dokie. All right, cool. So now we are. Where are we on this thing? So we came out of here. I forgot what we need to do. Yes.
Eat this. Never give a trout the benefit of the doubt.
Never get a trout the benefit of the doubt. I like that. Okay. Okay, alright, so we figured this out. We got the cow. So now we have the milk for this thing. So we go. Oh, this thing's vibrating. Okie dokie. Alright. Alright, so this is done. Oh. What the hell were we doing? What was the ending of the last episode? Normal milk. So we need the milk for something, right? And then the kid is not milk shy anymore. Oh yeah, what the heck is the deal with this guy? Guy's shaggers. So we need to go back to this guy with a weird arm. Oh, is it here? Meep. Okay, so the rats took over. Who is she talking to?
For the spirit level bubbles, is it? Well, you're in luck. We just got a fresh batch in this morning. They're in the back there, look.
Alright, we're definitely in the right spot. Yeah, okay.
You'll need this. Good luck.
Oops. Well, I can't move a lot. It's very slow. Ah, here we go. What the hell? ¿Cómo están, muchachos? Hablan en español, perros. Ajaja. Oh, it's too high. It's too high. I'm gonna. I can slightly move, very slowly. What? It's too high. What? He's not nervous or anything. Oh, okay. What? I'm still moving?
So I says to them, I says, it's an oven glove. Where else am I supposed to put it? In the oven. Oh, hello. Oh. Is that real
Ooh.
felt? How much? 10 bob. Very reasonable. What do you reckon, love? We still got that cabbage money.
What? What?
Is that
Oh.
Bootleg Bill? Look, everyone, this young man's caught Bootleg Bill.
It's more of a Cumberland cross, really.
Oh.
He's got him! He's finally got him! Hey! We cheer! Hip, hip, hurrah!
Now, settle down. Thanks to this young man's incredible police work, I can safely declare bootlegging in this town has been knocked on the head. Still at large.
Still at large. Okay. Are this why this dude? Your toast gone.
Ah, oh. Ooh, oh.
Okay. Wait. Oh. Oh, what's the deal with this? Is there anything new over here? Okay, everything's working fine.
Almost out with this one, Charlie.
Terrific job, Susan. You'll earn that shilling yet. I feel better already.
Ha hee ha hoo ha hee ha ha ha. Do I get inside this tray? No. Normal milk. I guess the cow's here, right? So we don't need more milk. Okay, wait. We came out of this thing. Yeah, we can't go back. Can we? Okay, so we need to go back to the store again. Let's go back to the store again. Aha! Oh man, this game's so crazy. Okay, let's go to. Oh, is the ice cream? The ice cream truck still. Wait, do I go back to the house? It's in the crate. Okay, so I guess we're going back to the store. Oh, the rats are just hanging out. Okay, so I'm guessing I need to go upstairs, right? Maybe not. What do you want? Do you want some extra wet soup? Alright, I got you.
Too wet.
What about some beans? You want some beans? What about... do I... What? Oh, just keep going right and it just pops on the other side.
Too dry.
Too dry. Lovely boy soup.
Too red.
Big boy's pin dinner. No? Wilby's wet mix. How about that?
Too bitter.
Too bitter. You want butter? Lard? No more beans? Get some beans.
Beans is a dessert.
Beans is a dessert. Soup for her. Butter. Breakfast blend.
Oh, what's this? Gammy's breakfast blend. And only 40 years out of date. We'll take the lot.
What the hell? I'm in the can. Can I?
Hello, shopkeep. Hello. Oh dear, this one's homogenized. Altogether, that's 10 bob. Bye-bye, shopkeep. Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Looks like a rabbit. It's probably that way, right? Yeah, it's probably to the right. Yeah. Just making sure. Wait. What the? Oh. Took a second to load. Interesting. Okay. Oh, give me more wind.
Good enough, you greedy little piglet.
Give me more sausages. Give it to me. Give me more sausages. Through the glory hole. Do it. Guess not. Oh, we're going back to the guy with the blue. What is it called? The chimney. He's just waiting for it.
Oh, okay, come on, yep, come on through. That's a public bridal way, this. I'll get you a cake cut out, call Bonnie right now, in fact.
Alright. I see.
Well, is it brown on both sides? Right. Is it hot to the touch? Well, Brian, it sounds like you've toasted it. No, it's not going to go back.
It's the guy that is toasting the thing in the park. Okay. Oh, the snails are.
Oh, this is the very last thing I wanted to happen. A whole pack of snails in the garden.
The music is getting
Oh
funny.
dear.
Oh, just punch them?
Oh no.
Oh, that's messed up. Just killing snails.
there's another one going down the well.
Okay, let's get this one.
Oh dear.
What? Ah, he went down the well. There's another one here. Oh no.
Oh, oh. Oh, get away from me.
I think that's it. Just chase the last one.
Oh,
Down the
horrid snail. Oh.
Okay, let's.
Oh gosh.
Let's follow it down. Okay.
Hang on, where's your more wife? You know what? Never mind.
Only for desperate gardener. Alright, see that.
A little off piste here, but another thing worms really love: a rooster's egg.
Rooster's
It's not an easy
egg.
snatch, but by God, is a protein worth it.
Okay. What is a rooster? What is a rooster's egg? That doesn't make sense. It's a joke. I get it.
You're back. Good job. This store looks like a bomb's hit it.
Okay. What? This looks nasty, bro. What the hell?
Lovely stuff, lad. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Okay. Oh. What?
Oh. Oh.
I don't know what am I supposed to do. Oh, this guy's still sad.
Now then, Rog, what's up with you?
It's my head, Ron. It's just too big.
Too big? You know me. I don't reckon out can be too big. Does they know? People used to rib me for my head and all.
Really?
Aye. At school they used to call me Panhead. And the kids would call me Fathead. But look at me now. I've made big my business. And I've done all right. And that's done all right and all. Your own shop. Best throwing arm in town. And your Florence is doing well too. 3 jobs. And she's nearly got a B-Tech.
That's true. She's off to uni next year.
Oh, there you go. Come on, let's get down pub and have a yard. The boys would love to see you.
A bit drunk.
High in carbs, higher in oil.
Boys. On balls. Yu-Gi-Oh! DVDs. Market Street. Market coming soon. Okay. Do I need to go upstairs again? Wahoo! Yeah, wah, woohoo! Yeah, wah.
Will you plug it in, young boy? Is that enough for Brigadier Bumboy downstairs? I received a wink.
What? Why is he freaking out like that? Why is he freaking out like that? Okay, let's keep going. Wah. Alright, so we're finding naked guy over here. Is he still pooping? Yeah.
Attention! At ease, men.
Oh, good. Oh shit, did I... Oh man, did I need to go upstairs? Or is this the actual... Oh. God damn it. No, keep doing this.
There you go.
Okay, so what, I just leave?
Give you some heat on that pint, Rog.
I know. It's nearly as big as mine.
It is fucking massive.
I don't know where am I going? Oh, he's back? He's stuck again? God damn it. Is this guy ever gonna let me in? Smile.
Florence, no, seriously, that was Mum. Dad's been in an accident. Oh my god! Yeah, he's in hospital, on life support. What happened? He was on his motorbike, going proper fast. And then, he remembered he had you, and he drove off a bridge. You're a proper big you, Kerry!
Where the hell is this guy's arm? Oh, yeah, okay. I totally forgot he was over here. Alright, so now what? We go back to him. He's just eating the soup? Oh, I just gave him the soup.
Breakfast in bed.
Okay. Is this some like radioactive stuff like in The Simpsons? What? How much soup was in that bowl? What?
Love, your dinner's ready. Love?
Hey, love, look who's come for tea.
Hello, lovey. Just in time for soup. All homemade. But oh no, it looks as if our cuckoo clock is broken.
Get out of here. I don't care.
Oh dear, it's really broke. Please won't you help us fix our clock?
Forget that clock and batch this mole. We need to knock him down the hall.
What is
Yeah,
happening?
guys, fine. Come here instead and help me slice my crusty bread.
Spin my grinder round and round, don't stop until my meat is ground.
I think it's still a little broke. Help us fix our ticky-tock.
Where have you been, lad? Can't you see? There's 40 moles and one of me.
Shall we cut a proper slice? Move the handle left and right.
Wait, is it? Am I supposed?
Spinning quickly, here's the key to make the mince for shepherd's tea.
Oh, that's. Wait. I
Before we all sit down to eat, we'll have to bash on every beat.
We need to ba.
Now then, lad, my garden's
Gardens
full
full
of
of dirty moles. You need to go ba.
Now then, shall we do it right?
Left and right.
Left,
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Turn the crank and make it snappy. We need this beef to make the passes.
Ba. Circle, 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 circle.
Mickey's gram come help with this. I need to chop up all my fish.
Ba.
Help me,
Ah.
please, I'm in distress. I just can't see with all this mess.
Ba.
Take that truck, we need you more. There's too much soup spilled on the floor.
Ba.
That's it, young man, you've mopped enough. Now help me chop me tatties up.
Ba.
Come on, lad, you're not too slow. Give that cod another go.
Ba.
I can scarcely drive my truck if I can't see through all this muck.
Ba. Left, right, left,
A
right.
woman's work is never done. Clean up, please, and I one.
Ba.
Where have you been, you silly sod? Chopping chippies is your job.
Ba.
Help me keep the crime at bay.
My dog needs stroking every day.
Reel it in, make it quick.
Spin us round and make us sick.
Hurry up and make it tick.
Give that filthy mole the stick.
Slice the bread and make it thin.
Left, right.
Careful now, my arm is in.
Spin.
That's it, young, and bash that bloke.
Won't you give my dog a stroke?
Left, right.
Spin it, let's see what I've got.
Left, spin.
Push until we both fall off.
Spin.
You not hear what we both said?
Bash that mole until it's dead.
Cut straight through that lovely crust.
Left, right.
I don't feel super, but needs must.
Spin.
Cut me head off, I'm a fish.
Who taught you to drive like this?
Left, right.
Looks like money's on the shores.
Left.
We need to chop some more, of course.
Easy now, let's keep it civil.
Look at little Reggie dribble.
Left, right.
Now I'll come by tea tonight.
Spin.
Fenders flying like a kite.
Spin.
Don't be shy, I'll like it rough.
I just can't rhyme well off the cuff.
Left, right.
Oh, old Ronnie's fish is kept.
Left, right.
Put them in the fryer next.
How much off did you get there?
My poor dog's beyond repair.
Left, right.
Birds is like my only friend.
Spin.
Fenders spinning round the bend.
All right, spin.
That clock is really
Pop.
Pop the mole. He's in a hole.
Bash his head, he's nearly dead.
Cut the cod until it's dead.
Am I winning?
Push that box and push these two.
Each up, it's good for you.
Bang the nail now, please don't fuss.
It's better if you stay with us.
What?
The fish in the hole. Eat the seed.
Hit the seed. Bash them all. I'm just pushing buttons.
Push the box.
Muttering up.
Fix the glass.
This game is the best.
Oh, there you are, lovely. It should be ready for you now if you'd like to bob it.
Ooh, someone see me. Mayor's office. Why am I here to see the mayor?
Ah, thank goodness you're here. I'm just about to tuck into this delicious Amsani, and I've lost the mayoral mustard.
What a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big as that before. What a whopping! It must be 18 inches long or more. It's such yellow.
This is really the ending.
Round and fat. Whoever thought an arrow could grow as big as that? What a
Ah, it is really the ending, seems like. This game is so chill. I love it. Yeah, I'm not super sure if this is the ending. Alright, this was fun. This was definitely fun. Right, well, like and subscribe, boys. This is gonna
There's been a court in Mary Jane on Ilclimore Barcat. There's been a court in Mary Jane. There's been a court in Mary Jane on Ilclimore Barcat. Thou go and get the death of cowed on Ilclimore Barcat. Thou go and get the death
I don't know if I'm supposed to skip this. I
Thou go and get the death of cowed on Ilclimore Barcat. On Ilclimore Barcat. On Ilclimore Barcat.
there's a lot more people working this thing that I thought it would be.
Then we shall later bury thee. Then we shall later bury thee. Then worms will come and eat thee up.
I can't skip this, but I want to know if there's anything after this.
Then ducks will come and gobble up worms on Ilclimore Barcat. Then ducks will come and gobble up worms. That's where we get us all back on Ilclimore Barcat. That's where we get us all back. That's where we get us all back on Ilclimore Barcat.
So makes it.
I'd like you all to know he grew a great big marrow for the Luton Flower Show. He showed it to a lady who lived just along the way. And when she saw the sign of it, and the lady
Tiny Tums, Tiny Pies. You simply won't get tinier.
Peas. Not quite peas, not quite beans, but something special in betweens.
Barbara, get the big plates out.
Oh, Nigel.
Give your wife the best. Give her Big Ron's big pies.
Come on down to Come on down to Watch's Bed Hall, where we have an ample variety.
Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs. Bammy Bazzers, Buttery Nubs.
Family. Romance. Pit. Visit Bandsworth. It's rate good.
So that's Bandsworth. Strange place, I know, but they need what we're selling, see? I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today, so don't miss that bus. Are you listening? Get going!
Can I,
What are you still doing here, boy? Get out! Carol, I'm going to need another top up of the letter.
leaded
This
water?
happened again. Good grief, lad! The front door's right there! We're 10 stories up for crying out loud!
What a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big as that before. What a whopping! It must be 18 inches long or more. It's such a lovely colour. It's nice and round and fat. Whoever thought a marrow could grow as big as that? Oh, what a beauty! Oh, I've never seen one as big as that before. What a whopping! It must be 18 inches long or more. It's such a lovely colour. It's nice and round and fat. Whoever thought a marrow could grow as big as that? Oh, what a beauty! I've never seen one as big as this before.
I'm sorry, love. Mr. Mayor's in a meeting, and you won't be free for another few hours yet. But if you just sit there, I'll let you know when he's ready. All right, love.
I actually read somewhere that something happens if we wait. I'm really gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna patiently wait. Let's put a timer for 5 minutes. Hey Siri, start a timer for 6 minutes.
6 minutes starting now.
Okay. I'm just gonna brute force it. In the meantime, you guys can tell me a joke. You can tell me something. We're waiting for something to happen. It's supposed to happen. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. We're waiting on purpose. So we're gonna see if the mayor actually opens the door in a few minutes. There's no way this is gonna go. There's no way this is gonna work out. But we're gonna try to see. When she's telling us to wait, and knowing this game's quirky humor, it's probably gonna happen. So in the meantime, you guys tell me, what are you up to today? What are you up to this Sunday? Are you guys having fun? Are you guys just chilling? Do you guys go to Momocon? Do you guys just stay at home? What's up with you all? Waiting on a pizza that doesn't look like it's going to arrive. Waiting on a pizza that doesn't look like it's going to arrive. That's the worst feeling in the world. You're waiting for your food. You're hungry. You're just, impatient. You're hangry. How come it's not gonna show up? I hope it's not, I hope it shows up. I mean, it's pizza, right? We're waiting for the mayor to open up the door, so you're waiting for your, the pizza driver is waiting. Maybe the pizza driver is waiting for you to open up your door. Maybe he's outside. You never know. But yeah, that's a bad feeling, my dude. I hope you're having a fun day otherwise. Yeah, what would I do if I was waiting for a pizza to show up? That doesn't look like it's gonna show up. Because I only ordered it because I basically melted a saucepan and gave up trying to cook today. Wait a minute. How do you melt a saucepan? Do you have like a nuclear reactor on your stove? How do you melt the saucepan? Yeah, I'm just looking at results on Google and it's like how to melt butter, how to melt sauce, but how do you melt the yeah, I don't know, dude. Is it gonna open up the door? I read somewhere that he does. What the hell? Is it gonna... Because if I leave, the door gets closed. Can I open, like, at least play cards with this lady? Because if he opens the door, I don't want to Google it. I heard a rumor. But I feel like if I... Can I play cards with this lady? This could have been an email right now. It's not even a meeting. It didn't even say what the meeting is about, so you're right. Can I throw anything in the ceiling upstairs? Open up! Let me in! I know if I leave, the door gets closed behind me. Hold on. Hey Siri, how much in the timer?
There's a timer. 29 seconds left.
29 seconds. Damn it. Should I Google it? Right now is even a meeting. Isn't that the worst where you're like waiting for something or someone? You're like at the doctor's and you're just sitting there, and everyone's ignoring you, but you're there like, am I gonna wait here for 5 more minutes? Am I gonna wait here for 3 more hours? What's going on? Like, can anyone tell me? But basically, all right, Siri, stop the timer. All right, Siri, hey Siri, stop the timer.
For how long?
Just what do you mean for how long? Stop it.
For how long?
Just shut up, Siri. You're the worst.
That's not nice.
Oh man, I didn't want to go. I was about to Google it though. How long have I been waiting here? Is that for real? 15 minutes? Google says you need 15 minutes to wait in the chair. Does it break if I stand up? I need to be sitting there. How long to wait on the chair? Thank goodness you're here. Patience is a virtuous achievement. Well, I've been here for at least, I would say probably 10 minutes, right? But the thing is, like, I can't just wait and explore out of here because again the door locks behind me. Exactly 15 minutes in the chair. You're right. Unlock the patience of virtue achievements and things as you're here. Let me in. I wish I could at least play cards with this lady somehow. Oh, come on. Can I sit back down? I'll be like a good boy. Alright, boys. We are like a few more minutes ahead. So, wait. So, remember. Patience will be rewarded. I don't know what happens if he receives us. Light switch. Can I? It's too tall. Have you seen me? I'm as tall as a chair. I'm like, what is that? Like 10 inches tall. Can I throw the chair maybe to flip the switch? Can I throw a ball to the switch? No, it's not letting me do anything. I can't even jump on the chair. Can I get a magazine? I don't want to get too close to the door because I think it's just gonna trigger the animation kicking me out. Jump. That would be useful with this little guy. The thing is, like, also, I love it that they don't acknowledge that he's like this small. He looks like an adult. He looks like an inch tall adult. Like he's balding. Double jump would be cool. I wish I could at least play cards with this lady, or like, I don't know, like a card minigame. Oh, wait a minute. Holy crap, you guys. I just realized the joke of the card game. Holy crap, this is so good. Do you realize like she's playing solitaire with a computer by slapping her cards, her physical cards, on top of the screen? On top of her screen, like you can see, like it slides down and bloop. And she's like, "This is so much fun. This makes sense." So she's not playing solitaire technically. She's playing with a computer, with a PC, but like obviously the PC doesn't work like that. I love it. This is such a clever joke. Like it actually took me a second to see that she's putting the things on the screen. I thought for a second that the door opened. Let me in! Let me in! Is there a timer? How long do I have? How do I know? How do I know? Come on, let me in! I don't want to leave! Dude, I'm feeling like I'm getting impatient. Like, what's the point of any of this kind of, but at the same time, I'm already too invested. Oh my gosh, come on. Is there, what about the, is it Barnesworth? I was thinking, what about like the little mouse door here? Can I just crouch and walk in? Crouch, can I? Huh. Come on, let me in. Isn't that the worst when you're waiting like at the doctor's and it's like, it's been what, like an hour? It's been like 10 hours, you don't know. You lose track of time. Or like at the DMV or whatever, you know, like you're waiting for your stupid little card. And they're slow as hell. Like, lady, call the mayor. You just ask him what's up. And follow up with the request. Oh my god, Fishfield and Son. She also has like a cookie, like a looks like a plushie. Looks like a Labubu on top of her screen that is moving his eyes. I also didn't notice that. Let me in. There's no way it hasn't been 15 minutes. At the beginning of the game, you'll be waiting to visit the Lord Mayor of Bandsworth. Simply wait for 15 minutes for your meeting to take place. Place your controller down and go do something else to eventually find that the Lord Mayor will see you now. And you can also quickly unlock the story completed trophy. Am I... Wait. Does that mean that I'm not supposed to be moving? Am I supposed to literally just... if I move, it resets? Hey Siri, start a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes starting now.
Is one of those fur mascots people used to get on holiday in the 80s? What do you mean? Fur mascots? Is that fur mascots from the...
Hey up, how long have you been?
Oh, holy shit! He opened the door!
Barbara, I'd claim his schedule so I could see you early. Come on in then.
Ooh. Wait, fur mascots from the 1980s included characters like the Whammy from Press Your Luck, who was known for taking away contestants' winnings, and the Dragon from Tic Tac Dough. Tic Tac Doug? To serve as a game hazard. Wait a minute. I've seen this before. It was a fur blob looking thing with a ribbon sticking out. There would be glyph messages on it. Is this your brother? Are you guys from Britain? I'm not familiar with any of this. I'm looking at the pictures and they look like horrendous, horrible looking, like what is it, like furry dudes? What the hell is this? Like, what if Chewbacca was on crystal meth kind of characters? What the hell? UK here. Oh, that makes sense. Dude, I'm not familiar with it with this at all. For mascots from live included characters like the Whammy. All right, let's see Whammy. What is a Whammy? Whammy fur mascot? Whammy fur mascot. Adult collector plush. Oh, dude, I'm not. Should I say mate? I'm not familiar with any of this. I love it. Whammy fur mascot. Yeah, it looks like it's like a fox fur mascot costume. All right, this is getting a little creepy looking. I don't know if this is real or not. As in, I don't know if this is like creepy looking things from the 80s or creepy looking things that somebody else posted as a search result. Okay, let's. What happens if we get in? If I walk in, the game ends. Let's go.
Ah, thank goodness you're here. I'm just about to tuck into this delicious Amsani. and I've lost the mayoral mustard.
What? There's no way. There's no way. There's no freaking way. This is gonna cut the credits, kind of like post, like a Marvel movie, like post-credit scene, and it's gonna show like the little dude looking for something for the mustard. Wait, what? This, what? This, I think the joke's been going on for too long. Is this for real? But, dude, no. There's no. I'm still trying to process. I can't believe. Is it? Oh, the music changed for a second. I thought he. Hey Siri, stop the timer. God damn it. You're the worst, Siri. This is the ending. I'm still waiting for a joke or something. Is this... what happens if you wait for the mayor? Is this the ending? Thank goodness you're here. I have to unlock the secret ending. Wait. How to unlock patience is a virtue. Yeah, unlocking is shining. Yeah, we wait, and then what? Once you've done that, the reception will welcome you to talk to the mayor, skipping directly ahead to thank goodness you're here's ending and giving you the patience is a virtue trophy as a reward. I'm on the Nintendo Switch! There's no trophies here! Oh my god, is that secret ending any different? In truth, the ending itself isn't actually any different than the one you get if you play the whole game and go to Mirror's office when it's all done. But it is a faster way of seeing the credits and does mean you end up causing a lot less trouble for the citizens of... What? Dude, I thought like the screen would like break or something and like, and then some crazy secret would happen. This game is the best. This is insane. And then I can't skip the credits. I can't. Can I? Can I? Do I need to wait for everything? What happens if I do I let me? What happens if you wait till the end of credits? Thank goodness you're here. What happens if you wait 15 minutes in the mayor's lobby? Oh my god, dude, my mind is blown. Like, the whole point of the game is to like do your thing because you can't wait for the mayor or whatever, you get bored. And then they give it the option to just literally just wait for the ending. Start the game when you're sitting down in the chairs, mayors. Just leave it for a while as long as... Okay. But now I want to find the... what is it? The mayor's mustard. Can I skip it? Or I don't like that. I have to... Wait, what are the options? Ooh, wait. I'm playing in Spanish. Also, what was the... Or more Lenius, if you're still here, what's the question in the beginning? When they ask you to like do some like quirky words. Alright, I really don't want to wait for this. Can I leave? my goodness.
On ill Claymore Barcat. Then ducks will come and gobble up worms. Then ducks will come and gobble up worms. On ill Claymore Barcat. On ill Claymore Barcat. On ill Claymore Barcat.
Well, we did it, boys.
That's where we get us on back. On ill Claymore Barcat. That's where we get us on back. That's where we get us on back. On ill Claymore Barcat. On ill Claymore Barcat. On ill Claymore Barcat.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Este juego tiene guardado automático. No apagues tu consola. So how do they fix? How do they solve it for different languages then?
Tiny Tums, Tiny Pies. You simply won't get tinier.
Ah, the
Not
wait.
quite peas.
Wait, so the language then switched to Spanish?
Not quite
Just
peas.
the subtitles?
Something special in betweens.
Hmm.
Barbara, get the big plates out.
Oh, Nigel.
Give your wife the best. Give her Big Ron's big pies.
Come on down to what is... Come on down to what is special, where we have an ample variety.
Which is fish hole.
Bammy passes buttery nubs. Bammy passes buttery nubs. Bammy passes buttery nubs. Bammy passes buttery nubs.
Family. Romance. Bit. Visit Bandsworth. It's rate good.
So that's Bandsworth. Strange place, I know, but they need what we're selling, see? I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today.
What's
So don't miss that bus. Are
there's
you
a
listening?
tape on his head like that?
What are you still doing here, boy? Get out! I'm going to need another top up of the letter.
Oh, you got your pizza! Nice! Good to know. I was about to ask a follow-up on that. I was feeling self-conscious about the status of the pizza. I hope it's the best pizza in the universe. So enjoy. What is on a British pizza? Are you getting fish and sticks on top of your pizza? Let's include it on that. What's a typical pizza like in Britain? Anchovies and crumpets. It reminds me a little bit of the intro for The Office. Obviously, British version. Thank goodness you're here.
I'm sorry, love. Mr. Mayor's in a meeting, and you
All
won't
right,
be free for another few
let's
hours.
leave.
But if you just sit there, I'll let you know when he's ready. All right.
Let's change the thing to English. Same as everywhere else, really. This is pepperoni, sausage, ham, mushrooms, and olives. Oh, mate, that sounds delicious. I love it. I love it. I know, I was joking. I'm sure all pizza is everywhere. More or less the same. I mean, technically you guys are obviously closer to Italy, so it's probably better. Or closer to the real thing, I should say. Oh.
Good morning, little fella.
Good
Nice to
morning.
have you around.
That sounds delicious, by the way, about your pizza. Just making sure that I hope you enjoy, because you waited a while. You waited at least 15 minutes for me to meet the mayor, so that's a long wait. Plus, you know, however long you were waiting before and after. I won't go that far, it's Papa John's! What? That's like when people come to the US and they're like, oh, I had a Mexican food, and they're like, yeah, I got it from Taco Bell. It's like, that's not Mexican. That's just whatever they sell. It's like McDonald's. McDonald's are not burgers, it's just McDonald's, you know, it's just like their own greasy looking particular brand of poison, you know. But yeah, Papa John's is okay, I guess, at least on this side. I've been to Britain. I love it. I've been to London. It's a really nice place to visit. I read about your king's history and all of that good stuff. So that I like. The fact that the king was just like, alright, you know what, I want to get married like 7 times, so I'm just gonna kill my wives so I can get divorced. That's cool. That's all I know about British history, by the way, so don't judge me too harsh.
Over here.
Woohoo! What do you want? What do you want? Where's my guy looking at the camera sometimes? Is it... Oh, he blinks different... at different, each eye. Seems to be a family tradition. Yeah, all that king's history is fascinating. Because yeah, I saw the history of like, this daughter needed to marry this king from Spain to control the district of fucking Holland or something. I don't know, I'm just making shit up. But it's like all that, like it just sounds exhausting. Just getting married to keep the kingdom of Norway or something afloat, and then, you know, then their children have to marry with like the kingdom of like Italy's whatever fucking sector, and this and that. It's just like insane to me to hear about that. It's cool though, but it sounds like exhausting. Especially at a time when you get married just for, you know, to keep the kingdom, whatever, the power going. It's like just... Yeah, I remember that the Tower of London, they were talking about this lady that got married at like 14. And she decided to travel the world, so I think she had like 1 kid from this guy that was like 50 years older. And flying to certain islands. I mean, that's right, yeah. And this, like, I'm talking about like a few hundred years ago, and this, I don't remember the name, I'm sure it happened a lot, but this lady had like a kid, and I was like, I'm done, I'm just gonna travel around Europe and basically do whatever I want because I'm the queen now, and I hate my husband because he's like fucking 50 years older than me, and fuck this life. So she decided to travel around and make alliances and all of that, but it was like a twofer, because she wanted to just get the fuck out of that life. So she was still the queen, but she was waiting for the dude to die. And she just traveled, and she got super educated. She got super smart, and she took all the like better classes, I'm sure, in languages and shit. But yeah, on the other hand, you have like miserable situations where they don't or can't escape, and they just have to remarry the brother or the sister or shit like that. Yeah, it sounds exhausting. What do you want? Thank goodness you're here.
Shiny tuppence down this here runoff. But more fool me, my arm has become traphead.
What is a tuppence?
Perhaps you might see about sourcing some lubrication that I might...
Lubrication?
I need something greasy to slip me out of here.
Something greasy.
Ooh. Ah. Ee. Ha ha. Eh. Ooh. 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 Ee. Eh. Ooh. Ha ha.
Hoo-ha, hee-ha, hoo-ha, hoo.
Eh. Ha ha. Ah.
Something greasy. Chumbit. What is this? This is a bar.
Oh, I can never think of what to put on this. We'll be open in a minute, fellas.
2 pence is a 2 pence. Okay, and that makes me wonder what the heck is a pence then? Is that a cent? What is a pence in British currency? I know a quid is what is a quid is what the hell? I know it's not dollar, a pound, right? Pence is a unit of currency in the United Kingdom where 1 penny is worth 100 of a pound. Okay, the plural. So old language. The term pence is used more referring to amounts in its currency. United Kingdom, the 1 penny. Quid is pound. Yeah, I knew that. So so pence is pennies. So it's 2 pennies. So he's just. Is it a he or a she? I forget. It looks like I guess it's a he. So 2 pence. 2 pence is 2 pence. I see. That makes sense. I see. Wait, but what is it? What is it? 2 pence, as in like one word. Can you say like three pence? Wait, she said 3 pence now. No. Can you say like 5 pence, like really quick, as in one word, and then add pence to it? Oh, this dude is soiled. What the hell happened, guy? Back in the day, 2 pence was a 2p coin. Oh, so it was. I guess that makes sense. I see. 2 pence. It's today's special. Thank you for clarifying all of that, by the way. I appreciate you. All right. Why is this guy? Is he gonna poop himself? Something greasy, like oil on the floor? No jokes.
Morning.
Oh.
Council tax all paid.
Police. Oh, so it's like a little police thing. Interesting. Later. What? You open your eye. Are you awake? What? You have one eye open. Never forget Dr. Bum Bum. Okay. Okay, where the hell do I... Oh, can you give me...
How do you do, young man? Almost done, and then I can finally get home to my puzzles. I love puzzles. No chance of any of them round here, though.
Looks like he might have... something greasy. From the trash, maybe?
Just the man I need. The mayor's asked me to clean up this little rose garden. You can start by getting on that mower.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
Don't be shy, lad. Give that lawnmower the old grab and squeeze. Just like in the day.
Hold on, I hear something speaking over here. There's someone moaning around here. Who is saying oh dear? I just hear someone moaning like oh dear, oh dear. Is that... Is that him?
not open at the moment.
Because this dolt has lost my keys. And now we've got to wait for that useless locksmith.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Meg. What am I like?
Colin,
Right.
you are the most work-shy fop I've ever had the misfortune to employ.
I've come down for Meg and Quest pasta,
No.
but Meg isn't open.
Alright, we go get the keys then. You're just like... Alright, well, let's go back to this thing.
That is a fine statement. My wife did anything or two.
Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hi, bitch. Then what? What?
Nice firm grip on that mower, lad. I tell you, Reggie's wife could learn a thing or two.
Oh, she was.
Well, I guess no breakfast for me. Typical. I never get my way. Ooh. Oof, ee. Ah.
Breakfast. It's over here. Lost cat also lost one child.
Alright, give it a tug. Ooh.
Poor Charlie. I hope he gets that tuppence. Oh dear. Ooh. Ee, ooh.
Are all these two same people making all the voices? I love it. No ball games, no parking. What happened with the... Oh.
Now then, now. How about a cobbler's pint, eh?
What's a cobbler's pint then?
It's like an
What? What is that cover?
I take oh, my shoes off.
I'd love to, Ronnie, but the beer's coming out all flat.
Flat? Well,
Struss lead.
and knock a few bottles about.
Slim chance of that. I don't even know how to get downstairs.
You can't get downstairs in your own blinking public house.
Well, Florence normally does it, but she's off today.
Good grief.
This is basically a North of England simulator. Yeah, it sounds like it's like the suburbs kind of Ibigum. Like the I mean, that's exactly it. I was doing some research on the team that made this game, and that they are from North England. Holy, what? Dizzy poppings.
While you're down there, lad, give those barrels a shake up, won't you?
Okay. And just punch everything. Ah, because their drinks were flat. That makes sense. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, wait. What the? Did I die? Did I? What? What? Oh, I can move. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure, why not? So I look like an amoeba now. What's this music?
Ah,
Wait.
nothing like a nice wet pint to start the day. Every morning I wake up, can of lager, then I do a big wee, then I get out of bed and go downstairs for my morning pint. You know, you need steady hands to be a locksmith.
Okay. I need to get this dude to open that door on the bakery, wherever that was. Am I... Is this like Sonic? Do I need to get the bubbles? Or I die?
Ah, Larry, you were just talking about my morning pint. I think I'll take it now, please.
Morning pint.
Right you are,
Jesus
Ronnie.
Christ.
Another morning pint coming up. You working today then, fella?
Yes. In fact, I'm supposed to be at Meg's already, I think. I'll be back in a moment for my morning pint.
Oh, what's he like, eh? Come on then, let's pour you a pint and all. On the house.
Okay. I am the pint. Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Ronnie's a character. He'll be back later, I reckon.
Here we go. Northerners are a bit odd. I'm pretty pleased about it. I love it. I mean, yeah, people are different in different regions. Wait a minute. So, hold on. Google Maps. So, Google Maps. So, how far is London from... Is London in the center? It is, right? London. Come on, London. London. Oh wow, London's way south. Interesting. Glasgow and Edinburgh. Oh wait, no, that's not England. Yeah, York, Leeds. I think Liverpool. Interesting. Yeah, this game I think was made in somewhere in the north. I think it was York or something. Manchester maybe. About 4 to 5 hours by road from Yorkshire. That's cool. I mean, if you want to get 5 to 6 hours by road on the US, you're not gonna get anywhere. Drive through Texas, and it's like 20 hours to get from one side to the other. Sucks. It's boring. Oh, he's gathering a crowd. Oh, that's right. I need to get. Can I pull? I guess he needs a slippery thing, right? So we go back to this other thing. Wait. He's already fucked up? Oh man, he's so fucked up. Macs have a very different accent despite being close to Leeds, etc. We have a very dramatic change in accent. In the north you can travel for half an hour and not understand anyone. For half an hour? Really interesting. I personally cannot understand Scottish people. I've tried, I can't. I just don't know how or what they're saying. But yeah, the British humor is definitely super nice to me. I mean, I like it a lot. Alright, seems like... Wait, what happens if we go back to the mayor? Can we go back to the mayor? No. I guess it's... Smile. Yeah, England could be cool too. Like, I mean, London... no, England, blech. It'd be cool to travel through car. To just drive around. Scottish is a different story altogether. No one can understand them, even themselves. There's no... Wait. What? Wait. All right. What language Scotland speak? Yeah, it is English. What do you mean you can't understand them? Well, Scottish Gaelic are recognized as a minority language. Wait, Scottish Gaelic? I thought the Scottish Gaelic was from Ireland. Wait, so how does that count as Scottish Gaelic? Wait, what the fuck? What language in Ireland? Now you're breaking my dumb brain. Irish is a Celtic language native to Ireland. Wait. Scottish Gaelic. So what the hell is Gaelic then? Is why Scottish different altogether. No, it's why Hadrian built the wall. Lol. It's not really English. It's quote unquote English. There are 3 Celtic countries: Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. I knew that. That's part of the UK. But so they don't speak. They all speak English in the United Kingdom now. Like their version of English, like Scottish and all of that. But it's technically all English now. Am I dumb? What languages are spoken in the UK? English is the most widely spoken. Yeah, so of course. About 98% of the population using it. Other languages include Welsh, Scots, and various immigrant languages like Polish and Punjabi. Punjabi, I guess that makes sense. Scottish Gaelic. There are 3 Celtic countries: Scotland, Ireland. Yes, they speak English. So why is this called Scottish Gaelic? If Scotland speaks English, what the heck is Gaelic? And then what the hell is Cornish? Revived language in Cornwall? What is happening in your country, dude? Welsh is 9%, almost 1%. Scots, it's 2.23%. Spoken mainly in Scotland. Oh, for fuck's sake! So like, it's a different Scottish version of English, Scots, and then Scottish Gaelic, primarily in Scotland. Okay, there's 2 main Scottish versions in Scotland, plus Scottish English, and then Irish. Don't worry about Cornwall. They do get taught their native languages. Don't worry about Cornwall. Cornish. Yeah, it does say less than 0.01% of people. And it says revived language in Cornwall. So what does that mean, revived? Is it just for funsies? Dude, that's English. So yeah, English is the most widely spoken and de facto official language in the United Kingdom. A number of regional and migrant languages are also spoken. Indigenous Indo-European languages include both Celtic languages and Germanic languages. Oh man, I'm feeling so dumb right now. I thought the Germanic languages was the same as the Celtic languages. Are grouped into Goidelic, which includes Irish and Scottish, Gaelic, and the surviving Western Brittonic language, Welsh. Oh man, here's the language that was reintroduced. That it's a dead language that was reintroduced. Interesting. Oh man, West Germanic. So Irish is spoken by about 120,000 people in Northern Ireland, and it's now a de jure official language. What the fuck is de jure? But that sounds French. Why is that like define jure? I'm learning so much. According to law, by right. Oh, I see. Okay, that 100% sounds French. By right, according to law. Okay, so according to by law, it's their official language since 20. But like 120,000 people is not a lot of people to be considered a language. I mean, it's what the fuck? West Germanic. It means not quite. Yeah. Wait, the Jor means quite, not quite, and it's now a not quite official language. That sounds like it's contradicting then. It's now a de jure official language there since 2022. So a lot of English comes from French and German. I can see that, yeah, with all the yeah, invasions and shit. Dude, this is breaking my dumb brain. Because now I'm just looking at what you said earlier about different variations, and that's English. It says like twice. Spoken in England, and then there's Northern English, Cheshire dialect, Cumbrian, Northumbrian. Dude, I'm destroying these words. Lancastrian, Mancunian, Yorkshire, and Scouse. Then East Midlands English, and then West Midlands English, and then South England English, and then Cockney. What the fuck? Cornish English, Scottish English, Welsh English, Hiberno English. What? Okay, and I can't with this. For a country of your size in 2026, everything should just be English and be done with it. Because like when you think about America, like you don't say like, you know, West Coast English. It's just English. And yeah, there are different East Coast, West Coast, New York English, Southern English and all of that. But it's not considered like a different version. It's not considered like, I guess there are areas like, yeah, like if you go to the south of the US, they do sound kind of weird too, but I don't think they're considered like different languages. I don't think there's data that say that, you know, like if you're in Texas, you have this Texas accent or whatever, and you're part of however many people speaking it. This is crazy. This is really fascinating. Southern England English, East Anglian, and that's probably like I've been to England multiple times, and I could not tell the difference probably because I can barely speak English myself. But I mean, I could tell people sometimes sound a little different, like Scottish and all of that. But I didn't know there was such a different separation. I don't know. This is crazy. Hiberno English, Ulster English. You can say English only anymore, not only because of dialects, but we have to support imported languages now too. It's going to more and more complicated as time goes on. East Anglian. See, but like I get it. Like, you know, if you have different variations of English, well, like if I'm trying to learn English and if I go to England, I'm just gonna expect to learn English, not like East. What is it like you said? What is it like East Anglian? I'm from a region known as the Fens. Fiends? I guess it's Fens, right? As defense. But I don't know, man. Yeah, this is crazy fascinating. Because if I'm trying to learn English in Britain, I'm not gonna care about the different like if you go to the States and you learn English in LA, people will understand you in New York. You know, and people might be like, oh, you sound goofy, where are you from? And you can be like, yeah, I'm from Seattle, and that's the end of it. But people will understand each other for the most part. And I don't know, this is crazy. Fen like a swamp, I'm from the Fenland. Oh, interesting. From the land of the swamps. But see, like also, like you said, like it's gonna get more complicated as time goes on. How is it gonna... People will understand you all over here, but we all sound different. Interesting. I'm from regions of the France, yeah. But like, how do you support imported languages? Like, I get it, like people speak different languages and migration and all that, but how is not English in Britain considered just one main thing, especially now, like, you know, you can't come up together and figure it out, right? Like, it's not like a few hundred years ago where people were just like separated, right? So like you have the internet and all of that, so everyone should be able to be like able to, like, you know, like in the States, for the most part, people kind of like unified English as it is over here because music and the internet and all of that, you know. It's an ongoing argument. It's fascinating. It is really fascinating. Because I do have friends in Spain, and it's a similar thing with Spanish from Madrid, and Spanish from like Barcelona is technically Catalan, and Catalan is like half Spanish, half French, and they do learn Spanish, but only people from not Barcelona, from that area speak Catalan, but they do have to learn Spanish proper, right? So that's what I mean, is like you can have like your variation of it, but you still have to learn the language or the version from the capital, right? Like the England's version. I don't know if that makes sense. And then you can keep come to visit is not what it was. Come to the south, much nicer. Yeah, London. Yeah, the thing with London is I just don't like the weather. And also I feel like most countries are cool to visit no matter what. I mean, if you are safe and all of that, right? But like, you know, most countries are cool to visit at least once. I like London because I can get the hell away from the weather. You know, I like the sunny weather. London is cloudy like half of the year. It felt like it, and it gets cold and windy. I can't deal with that. But I mean, as culture and like, you know, the museums and the people, now that I'm not a big fan of the food, but I mean, it was great. Like, I mean, I it's funny that this game make fun of the food too, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I wouldn't expect to like to have like that, such a like culture, kind of like subculture going on, you know, between the country at this point. I feel like that was a thing from like a few hundred years ago, but like especially in the last 100 years with communication on the phones and all that, like I feel like everyone should be just speaking the same for the most part, you know. Even the Scottish, like, why the fuck do the Scottish people sound so different? I don't get it. How can they sound so freaking different if they are supposed to be speaking English? Mother X. But yeah, no, it's cool. Thank you for letting me all know, letting me know all of this. This is definitely super fascinating to me because I do like languages, and I'm learning as much as I can from different languages. I speak Spanish too.
Thanks for fetching that, Ronnie lad. I don't need a pasty, but
Oh, he just moved the thing.
help yourself to out front back though.
And then you get into like the variations of like, you know, American English and British English, but then, you know, American English is also kind of different in the South and the North and all of that. But the US as a country is a much bigger place, right? So it makes more sense in my head because it's such a big, dumb country that the distance kind of changes things. But yeah, again, I'm just dumb. Why is he mopping with the stick? What the fuck? Can I fix it? He's mopping with the fucking wrong end. What the hell? That's not how you mop, kid.
Colin! What on earth are you doing with that mop, boy?
Oh gosh.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, Mrs. Meg. My mum's got me back on the mercury again.
Give me strength.
There you go. The Scots are different people. They're a product of invasions, Romans, Normans, Saxons. This else have been there for a couple of thousand years. Yeah, but I sure, I understand that historically, but now in the last couple 100 years, at least in the last 100 years, things are more like, you know, normalized now. Like they're a little, generally speaking, more unified, as in like they became their own country the same way that you know, like the same, like they I would say they unified like in that sense, you know. Same with England, I guess. Right now, like with television and radio and all of that, like people hear the same things and they start sounding the same over time, right? So like, how the hell does they become such a bunch of weirdos? I'm just salty because I can't understand, and I want to be polite because I've met Scottish people, and I try my best to be polite and be like, can you repeat yourself, please? And they're like, bah, 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 bah. Like I can't. You're just making noise. Like those are not real words. I know it's supposed to be English, but I can't understand anything.
Oh, you found me.
Oh.
I'm the fridge stoat, and I'm awfully frigid. Ah, no, I jest. I'm actually the town beau, if you catch my meaning.
What? Milk near an egg, also fine. They have been arguing for independence for a while now, so it's Wales. Well, I mean, what is the point of the United Kingdom at this point if you guys are not even part of the, Europe, right? So is there any advantages at this point between being your own country and being part of the UK if the Brexit thing happened and, mess you all up? Is there any point at this point, Or is it just like culturally, socially speaking to, be cool and be part of like a group of countries? They have an argument for independence. We're asking the same thing. Yeah, I don't see the point. I mean, unless you guys go back to the UN. Wait, not the UN. Yeah, European. EU, I mean, not UN. European Union.
Rightio, chaps. Ready for one last tuggaroo?
Tuggaroo.
Grab a hold of my forum. On my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
What's this? 'Twas nary a tuppence. 'Twas a threepence. Pray tell, young threepence, where best to spend
Threepence.
What ho, what luck! A wishing well.
Wishing well.
Need young threepence.
Threepence.
Oh,
In for a penny.
This is the best game in the world. Brexit should have been great. A trading bloc doesn't need to dictate your laws and control your finance industry. Brexit should have been great. Interesting. Brexit should have been great. Okay, so it wasn't great. After the fact, a trading bloc doesn't need to dictate your laws and control your finance industry. The EU want to create the United States of Europe. They already have a flag, national anthem, and call countries member states. Last time Europe tried that, he shot himself in the bunker. Wait, but you guys are not being forced to be part of the European Union. You guys are not getting invaded and, being told you're gonna get exploded if you don't join, right? But I do believe there's strength in, being part of a group and all of that, but Brexit should have been great. Because I hear that after Brexit, things like you guys are still under a lot of, because of treaties and shit, you guys are still in a lot of European treaties. But now because you're post-Brexit, you don't have a say in a lot of what's going on, right? So you're in the worst spot because now you can't just be like fuck off and do your own thing. It's like still years of treaties, but because you are not of the European Union, you can't say no or control a lot of things. So what's gonna happen after the fact? They try to force it and threatens us with action if we left. But you did still. You left, you still left. Or you mean to leave Brexit or to leave the UK? But I mean, you guys left Brexit then, right? So like, is it? I don't understand. Like, you guys are next to each other anyway. So like, what's the actual advantage of? I guess it's just like legalities and shit, right? We don't care what they do in their own countries, and we don't them to. We don't. I'm guessing we don't want them to interfere with us, with ours. But even then, like, didn't you guys? Because I went to England before. Well, it doesn't matter because like what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, like you guys still had your own currency. You guys still were part of like the pre-Brexit. You guys still had the pound, right? You didn't have the euro like the rest of the country. So like I feel like you guys still were like getting the best deals. I know because like you guys didn't transfer your currency. You still had the pound, and the pound was like the pound was like stronger than the euro. I don't know if that's still the case. I'm talking about like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. And the pound was still like stronger than the euro. The euro was like almost twice as expensive, or the other way around, I forget. But meaning the if you earn in British pounds, you could spend that in the rest of Europe, and the currency, the British pound was stronger than the euro. So meaning it was cheaper to go from England or the British countries to Europe because your currency was stronger. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but you were still part of the European Union, which is fascinating. Like, how are you part of the European Union and still have your own currency? And then you left it and you still have like your own currency, which I mean makes more sense. Nick's bricks. What the fuck?
Come get your bricks. Bricks by the brick, bricks by the bag. High quality bricks by Nick. That's me.
Also, like, we don't care what they do in their own countries. I feel like that's true for everyone else in the European Union, no? Like, I don't think like Spain gives a shit about what Germany is doing, besides anything that will, mess them up in a way. Not really. They controlled a lot of our infrastructure. We managed to reject the euro, but they literally started dictating to us. What do you mean they? Isn't the European Union supposed to be like a democracy? See, this is part also again me thinking stupid shit, so please educate me. So isn't like same for everyone? Like isn't like, because I know Greece and what is it, Italy? We're lagging behind, and like the fucking rest of the countries were trying to help them out, and they were like, they couldn't figure that shit out, and it's like always kind of like your loser brother when the rest of the family is kind of like being successful, and there were these countries part of the European Union like fucking up, and like they were, and you can't let them go too poor because you're using the same coin, right? So you're using the same currency. So that was not the case with England. England's not one of the poor ones. You guys were still like rocking good deals and good currency and all of that. The high ups in the UA aren't really voted for. You vote for MEPs, but they don't really have any real voting weight. Okay. Alright, so define MEPs. They aren't even allowed to look at the bills. They vote a lot of the time. Members of the European Parliament. Oh, what the hell? There's a European Parliament? I did not know that, guy. Holy shit. It's made of 720 members elected in the 27 member states in... Oh my god, I'm about to fall asleep. Since 1979, MEPs have been elected by direct universal suffrage for a 5-year period. What the fuck does that mean then? So like Spain has 60 members, France has 81 members. Oh, holy shit, this is like the electoral college in America. Like each country has like different points or like different members. So they vote for things, but some countries, I see what you're saying. So some countries have more power in their decision making because they have more members. So Germany has 96, of course, France 81, Spain 60, Portugal 21. How the fuck? do they pick these numbers? By population or by size of the country? Italy has 79. Croatia has 12. Well, what the fuck is Croatia going to do then? Like, I can't fucking vote for shit. Bulgaria has 17. I didn't even know Bulgaria was part of the European Union. Romania. Greece 21. It's pretty corrupt, and the ones at the top have veto. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I guess so the ones at the top. So that's basically. Oh, what the fuck? Poland has 53. Sounds like a lot for what they're known for. Yeah, so the ones at the top, I'm guessing you're saying Germany, France, and Italy. Italy, it's pretty high too. What the hell? Yeah, because everyone else is like under 20. Poland is pretty big. Poland is 50. But Sweden, how the fuck did they pick these numbers? Sweden is pretty big and they only have 21 members. Finland has 15 and it's as big as fucking Italy. And Italy has... What the fuck? I see what you're saying. Wait a minute. Ireland is there too. They have 14. Belgium. Wait. What? Cyprus is here. What the fuck is Cyprus doing here? Wait, holy shit, you said Belgium. I was looking at Bulgaria. I thought they were the same. I thought they were just like... I thought Belgium is how they call themselves in Bulgaria. That's how stupid I am. Where is Belgium? Oh, Belgium is... Wait, Belgium is 22. The numbers don't have much to do with it. Poland's votes count for nothing because they don't agree. Sweden has low numbers but count for a lot because they agree. Interesting. Wait, so what does... So the numbers don't have much to do with it. So what is it then? Like, I'm guessing Germany and France are probably the big decision makers. I don't think, why is Italy it's so many members? They don't, as far, last time I checked, that Italy was lagging behind, like with Greece and Spain. They were like the ones that couldn't get their shit together. Poland, I'm guessing is gonna do whatever Germany says. And Estonia. The fuck is Estonia? Estonia, that's not a real country, is it? Denmark. Netherlands. Interesting. So wait a minute, so they are chosen by... So they change every 5 years. It's about towing the line. I see that. European Parliament. MEP is European Parliament. Alright, so what is assistance, incoming, ongoing, full list? Okay, so just like the list of people. European Parliament. What the fuck? Alright, hold on. Define Parliament. A representative body having supreme legislative powers within a state or multinational organization. The National Legislature of the United Kingdom made up for a House of Lords, the House of Commons. Yeah, so you guys have a parliament like in the UK. Yeah, so they have the same system but expanded onto nations. Interesting. Dude, this is so fascinating. And yet, with all the stuff that you might be complaining about, I would totally go live in the UK as opposed to America. You guys are not eating poison every day with your fruits and vegetables like we are over here. Parliament is the crown, the Commons, and the Lords. Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like you guys have like your own... I thought it would have a different name. Or like something that is like a I guess like a bigger scale, like a national level kind of thing, as opposed to like like a national parliament. I didn't know. What I'm saying is that I didn't know parliaments would go international as a name, right? Like, but then how the fuck do you call that? Like kingdoms, the international parliament? Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that I'm dumb. I don't pay too much attention to what I'm saying. But so the parliament decides laws and shit that will go. It's broken these days though. We're all worried for our freedoms. Dude, if again, I'm sure it's something to worry about, but then again, living in America sounds way worse. But I say worse. I'm not minimizing what you guys are going through. Everything everywhere is a fucking mess, dude. With the difference that whatever happens with you guys, it kind of stays within, your, for the most part, kind of stays within yourselves, and that can be a problem, but it also kind of be a blessing in a way. Whereas here in America, when shit hits the fan, it fucking affects everything and everyone, like all the fucking bullshit going on with the Middle East. Why the fuck is the US in the Middle East? VPN bans, tracking on the internet, public face recognition, all sorts. Well, I'm pretty sure that's happening here in the States. What I think is happening too is that you guys are also way more self-aware of those issues, which is a good thing. Like, you guys know about it, and all the evil fucking corporations want to mess with you, but you guys read and figure things out, and and fight for it. And sometimes it doesn't work out and all of that. But I think the major difference is speech laws, two-tier policing is a big one. Well, I don't know if you read the news about the US, but policing here in the US is becoming a fucking Orwellian nightmare. But what I'm saying is that the main difference, I think, on a very basic level, is people in the US don't read and they don't care. And they don't pay attention to all that shit that you're talking about. They just let it happen because they don't read. We don't read enough, and we don't fight for things enough when things are shitting the fan, like we don't, not as much as I would like to. Like, all this stuff that you're mentioning is happening here too. But the main reason, like the thing is, like, it doesn't cause as much trouble over here for some reason. We're just too complacent. And as long as we have a little, I don't know, a little Amazon deliveries and a little fat food, we are okay with it, It's already happening there too. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I know, believe me. I'm aware, and it sucks because, like, I told some of my friends, because I also have family in Mexico, and I tell them here in the US, and I tell them how come historically America went to war with the British, because like 3% tax on tea, right, which sounds kind of silly now, but now we're like getting fucked by like 40% tax. And nobody's saying anything because we're too busy looking at our phones, And it's sad. It's sad. We're just getting fucked from all ends by everyone. And it's just like, whatever. We're just gonna, not do anything about it. But that's happening everywhere too, dude. Like in Mexico, they're trying to implement that shit too. And I actually don't know how it's going, but yeah, Mexico's a big country too, and like there's a ton of people that are fighting back, and it's just fucking evil corporations everywhere trying to control people with like the same thing that the public face recognition thing. There's a current prime minister is turning into a little dictator. He was the lowest approval rating in all English history, even his own party of voters. He's turning into a little dictator. I don't know if you heard about this guy that is running the US. But we're walking the same path, my friend. Who's a England Prime Minister? Even that dumb, I don't know if I'm gonna get into trouble for saying this, but like the fucking dumbass looking guy that also had like the blonde hair dude with like the goofy hair, like he looked like Trump was put in the fucking blender. Like what's this guy's name? This fucking guy was like this British, I think he was the prime minister, right? Like he was just like this blonde dude with like a goofy hair, and I think that Boris Johnson, is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, this fucking guy was also a pain in the ass to listen to and look at. Also, I don't know enough. Yeah, I don't know if enough to have an opinion about him. But so who's the current prime minister? And see, that's a problem too, right? Like the which is my point. Like in the US, we don't know what the fuck is happening outside of the world, like outside of Little House. We don't know who the prime minister of the United Kingdom is, and that's a problem. Because if you ask anyone in the UK who the fuck is the president of America, everyone will know. Because he's a fucking idiot, right? So it's like we don't look out of a little bubble. Not in any kind of power though. Dude, that's you replace that with the current president and it's 100% the same. The prime minister, so what's this guy's deal? The prime minister is now Keir Starmer. Is that the current guy? Served as a leader of opposition 2020 to 2022. He's been the member of parliament. Wait, what the fuck? Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Wait, so Prime Minister. All right, now you're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot, which I'm okay with. But how? Well, I thought the Prime Minister was the Prime Minister of England. What the fuck? So who's the main guy in England? Because if the UK, this is a guy from the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, that means he's the main guy for the other countries, right? Like Scotland and Wales and all of that. So who's the main guy in England? Or it doesn't work like that. See, this is how stupid I am. It's an established minister. It's only established. Boris was a funny guy. PM Minister of the UK. Right. So when you go Prime Minister of the UK, it means that you have to vote from anyone that wants or can be in the UK, right? So technically, can a Scottish man be a Prime Minister? Wales and Ireland have their own leaders under the Prime Minister. Oh, isn't that convenient? So you vote for the main guy for the kingdom, but those other kingdoms can fuck off. You just vote a British man to control the whole of the kingdom. But so how come you don't vote between a Scottish man, a Wales guy, and an Irish? How do you even say Wales person? Walish? See, this is how stupid I am. You vote for the party. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying though. So you guys have. It's a little bit of a kingdom, isn't it? Like the main guy from they have their own votes. Yeah, but like the main guy from England is gonna control the rest of the kingdom, but it doesn't work the other way around. You can't have a Scottish prime minister. The Scottish vote for the Scottish leader, right? But then the English leader is still on top of their leader, whichever they choose, right? So he's the main. That's why I got confused, because the prime minister is the prime minister of the whole kingdom. It's not the prime minister of England, right? If that makes sense. Right, so if that's what I'm saying, if the Scottish vote for the Scottish leader and so on, how come the British guy is in control of the rest of the kingdom? That sounds a little unfair, doesn't it? from a dumb outsider point of view. So how come the main British guy is not in charge only of the British portion of the kingdom? And if not, if you're gonna be like the prime minister of the whole kingdom, how come the other kingdoms can't propose their own leader and potentially have them be the winners? You could have Scottish prime minister if he was going in from England as an English and a representative of the Scottish Parliament. See, okay, now you're getting into fucking laws from like 1,000 years ago, I guess. Feel like your states have their elected guy, but they're under the press. Right, but what I'm saying is, under that analogy, yes, you're correct. Each state has like their own main guy, right? And they all answer to the president. But the difference is like anyone from any state can become the president. Anyone from any state can at least try. They have like a little selection. They have like not anyone. They have to choose from the parties, right? Like, so anyone from the party launches a campaign and they have to pick between like 10 people, and then after that they have to pick one, right? So that, because there's too many fucking states here, there's 50 states. So what I'm saying is, what it sounds to me that is a little unfair, again from an outsider dumb point of view, is that the rest of the states, I don't know, the rest of the countries of the UK should be able to pick a guy, right? Like the main guy. And then out of those main 5 guys from the kingdom, you make an election to choose the prime minister of the whole UK, right? So you elect between the main guys from each land, and that's the UK guy. But what I'm saying is, like, it sounds to me like the prime minister is always gonna be the one from England, no matter what. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking, maybe I'm just not fully understanding it, and it's probably the case because I'm dumb, but because you said, like, let's reread it again, let's see my comprehension. The Scottish vote for the Scottish leader, yeah? You could have Scottish prime minister if he was going in from England. But see, that's the problem that I'm having with this conversation. Like, why if a Scottish needs to go through, or more like from England, as an English MP, I'm guessing you meant PM, Prime Minister, another representative of Scottish Parliament. You know what I'm saying? Is like, why? Why can't he just run and win and become the you know, just rotate them around, you know? It sounds a little bit like they're gonna, like like England is gonna win no matter what, right? England is gonna control the rest of the countries no matter what. It's about parties, and that the Celtic countries wouldn't run the whole UK. England basically would bankrolls the whole thing. Well, that's fair. I've heard about that too. That the rest of the countries are basically, from my point of view, I don't know enough, so don't judge me. But like, it sounds to me, from the little that I know, that the other countries are basically still like fucking running around with sheeps. Well, you guys are industrialized and creating shit, and you have like the, you know, like the whole machinery for the current world, and the rest of the countries are just still fucking running around with sheep and cows. Someone in Ireland was PM, that would be okay, but if the UK was run by Ireland, that would be a problem and essentially would hold the UK hostage. Interesting. If someone in Ireland was a prime minister, would be okay. All right, let me look at them up again, so I can fully understand. UK. Okay. All right, let's look. Ireland is on the north, right? It's. I don't want to say anything stupid. Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, you know, north east, but like a little. Oh wow! No, it's actually not as north as I thought it was from Glasgow. I thought it was like north. What is it, west? But it's more central. It's more central to the whatever. Wait, but where it's like, so Ireland is okay, but somewhere in Ireland was PM would be okay, but if the UK was run by Ireland. Oh, wait a minute. I was about to ask that too. Yeah, Northern Ireland. That's something that I do not understand. How the fuck is the same country called just North? And I know they are fighting for their independence and all of that, but like I don't know enough. But what I'm saying is, if the UK was run by Ireland, wait a minute. So if the UK had a, so what you're saying is, if hypothetically, if Ireland's guy was the prime minister, he would have to say whatever England would say to be successful. Because if he did it the Irish way, it would be a failure. The Irish person would be fine, but you couldn't run the union from one of the devolved states. See, all right, this is way beyond my comprehension. So, okay, so under the context of the UK, you call the other countries states. Is that right? So Glasgow is out of the. So what you're saying is, I guess from what I understand is, like, it sounds to me like the whole structure, the whole system is made by English people, and kind of like you guys know how that works and run with it. And Irish people, for instance, they don't have the know-how and like the infrastructure maybe to run it efficiently. Which again, it kind of goes back to like, it's like a little bit like a miniature European Union, right? Like you guys have the kingdom. So how would it be best if you guys dissolve the kingdom? Is that would that be best if you just become like basically tell the United Kingdom to fuck off, which is what I think Northern England is trying to do now, and Scotland, I think too, right? So is that, in your opinion, probably best if you just like England becomes like its own little, right? The UK is a union. Back in the day, it was a union of kingdoms, now countries: England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Yeah, we formed a union under a single king. Right, that's what I understand that, but you still are different countries at this at the same time, right? That's what I don't get. Is like you're part of a union, but you're not really, because you don't necessarily like. I feel like it's just historically you had to be a kingdom because reasons, right? And now that doesn't fly in this day and age. Like, who cares if the king of this marries the queen of that, right? So like, so now would it be just more efficient to just dissolve this shit and just, you know, Ireland is its own country, you guys don't do anything about them, and the other way around? You used to be about 16 kingdoms. What? Well, I mean, you're thinking, see, but like you can't say that like from shit from like 1,000 years ago. Like, sure, you know, if you go back in history, there's gonna be eventually people invading other people, and eventually one country becomes another, and then this gets absorbed by that, and blah blah blah. But I'm just talking about in current times, like today. Is there any advantage of having the UK? Like, as a UK, like, why can't it just be like, all right, this is gonna be our island, this is gonna be our border with Scotland, and everyone else can fuck off and do whatever they want. You can manage your own shit there, whatever, whichever way you want, and we're not gonna tell you what to do. We're gonna do it our own way, and good luck, see ya, never, you know? The devolved states don't have the infrastructure like banking. What the fuck? Are they living in like the fucking 1920s? I thought the Blaine, for instance, was like a cool place to visit. Like, they're modern, no? We're one country, 90%, 99% will agree that we're all British. What? You're not one country though. You just named like 4 countries, like 5 countries part of the UK. So this is like what's fascinating, because like, are you one country or are you not? Because one country is England. That's it, right? I know you're probably thinking like, what the fuck am I with? Why is he so dumb? but you're thinking you're looking at it from like thousands and thousands of years of history, right? We don't have that. We don't have that on this side of the world. It was just fucking nothing, and then like 300 years ago it was something, right? So there's no like 1,000-year fucking invasions and coming and goings and treaties and shit, you know. So it's kind of simplified, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing depending on, you know, we kind of started fresh, but that created a lot of issues themselves. Like I can tell you about the history of Mexico, and it's also like a fucking mess of people that got forced into their own country somehow, a bunch of tribes from different states. But it's like similar to like, you're making me think because this stuff is normal to us. We never have to explain it. Like describing blood. No, I understand that. I agree. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I've talked to other British people, and they're like, no, because this and that. It sounds like it's normal, right? But then you're like, from the outside point of view, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? You you're talking about 1,000 years of history like it's normal. It's not normal. I guess I mean it's just, it is what it is, right? But what I'm saying is like, here in the States, here in Mexico, things were a thing. Then Europe came a few hundred years to colonize, and then that's it. We're what we are today, right? But like, we don't know what the fuck was going on 300 years ago in this part of the world, right? Like we don't care. It got destroyed by the Europeans, and we just settled, and that was the end of it, you know. Same with Mexico. Mexico, technically, if you think about it, Mexico was similar to what you're describing the UK is. Just a bunch of, let's call them tribes, for thousands of years. They were doing their shit, their thing, this and that, and then the Spaniards show up, and that's it. Fuck you, everyone. You're Mexico now. We don't care about your culture. We don't care about your fights. That's it. You're a country now. You speak this language. Get to work. Right? And like this, historically, whatever happened in Mexico, even in America, right? Like whatever happened before Europeans, it got erased. Like we don't really fucking care, right? Like all the history is always after the fact. And that's what I mean, is like, you guys need to get like a little bit of a fresh start and be like, just fucking, I get it, this treaty from, the year 1000 says that we need to be this, and then in the year 1545 Dublin said this, and now we have to do that. It's like, yeah, who cares? Just fucking start fresh, you know? And that's what I mean, is like, why can't you just be like, we're England now, we're not part of the UK, we're gonna do whatever we can to be the best we can, and you guys in Scotland, we share half of the island, you guys do their own thing and fuck off, you know? Because if we separated from Scotland, they would almost instantly have a fail event. We have a lot of nationalized systems and services. Scotland has a lot more, so benefits, hospital, go poof. Well, see, but that's also like, I mean, that's a day problem, right? So which one is it? Is it like, do you complain about helping them, or do you actually give them the chance, and maybe they'll do well? Maybe, you guys are a crutch. Maybe it's like a baby, maybe they need to walk on their own shoes, and if they fuck up, maybe they fuck up, but maybe in like 5-10 years they come back and fucking stronger than ever, right? I don't know. Because you could say that about, I guess, I listen, I understand the whole international complexities of it. I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy or it's gonna be simple, but what I'm saying is that it sounds to me, because I've talked to other British people, is that like you cannot complain about them, but at the same time you don't let them go because you're not as developed. But at the same time, if they're not as developed, why are you guys not investing more in them so they develop, right? Because you have your own problems and you have your own issues, so why would you, right? So like, I feel like, I don't know, little by little, just like a break. I feel like you guys have a little bit of like a toxic relationship with like like a toxic girlfriend. Like you love her, but you kind of like are fucked up, and like everyone outside is like, what the fuck is this toxic shit? But like, you're in love, but you fucking punch each other all the time, kind of thing, you start throwing plates, but it's like the next morning you're giving flowers to each other, kind of thing, So I'm being goofy, by the way, I'm exaggerating my point, but what I'm saying is that I don't know, I feel like as a country you guys have a lot of issues to deal with on top of that to deal with whatever the fuck the other ones are doing, right? Like fucking what the fuck is happening in Belfast? Like, why would you guys care? Like, you know, I would have maybe understand from Scotland, because I mean you share land with them, but as much as that becomes, but it's kind of formal accept. I feel like it's like a family. It's like a family, I think, right? It's like you complain about your brothers. Oh, my fucking brother's a fucking idiot, and you know my sister's a fucking moron. But then you hear anyone else talk shit about them, right? You see like any of your friends say, oh yeah, your sister is kind of stupid, and you're like about to punch that guy's like, don't talk to my sister like that, you bastard, you know. So it's kind of like, I get it, it's like a love-hate relationship. It's like, you know, you can talk shit to each other because you're brothers and sisters, but you won't let anyone else kind of mess with them. Like you can talk shit about the Scottish as much as you want, but if anyone, for whatever reason, just making shit up, for whatever reason, if anyone tried to invade Scotland, I feel like you, like the British would fucking help them, right? I don't think you guys would like let them fucking get invaded, for instance, right? So I get it, like, you know, it's been like that for centuries because we're so close, we feel like one people. See, but that's the thing though, like you feel like one people, but at the same time not really, because you're separating a lot of shit. And that's my point. Like when Mexico became Mexico, we don't talk shit about the north or the south. We're all part of Mexico, right? Even in the States, like it's yeah, it's a bunch of shits and it's a lot of issues between states and this and that, but you know, it's also like part of one. Like we don't treat people from Texas any differently, right? We don't talk you know, we don't cry over whatever's happening in New York if they move to like the south, right? It's part of it. It's the same. We don't care. And I feel like you guys do care because you still have a different country named around you, right? So again, it's going back to the history of what you're saying. Like it sounds normal to you because you grew up with that, and I guess it makes sense in your context, right? But when you look at it historically outside of the island, anyone else looking in is like, what the fuck is the deal with this country that is also a kingdom, but it's also not really, and they kind of hate each other, but they help each other. And Brexit, it sounded like a British thing, but it wasn't, because it was a UK thing. So like everyone else got dragged by that, and you know, it's like, I get it. It's complex, and I'm oversimplifying shit. But again, it's part of the fascination that I have with European history, because you guys have to share such a tiny piece of land for thousands of years, whereas again here in the US it's such a like fucking Europe basically, but we have so much fucking space in between things. So we don't really care. We don't feel like, you know, I guess we had the Civil War, but, you know, other than that, it was mostly for rights. It wasn't really for land. You know, like the North was not invading the South to conquer it, like to conquer the land. They were trying to change their mindset, right? But that's what I mean. Is like nothing in this side of the world is gonna get fucking invaded, because there's 2 oceans in between for everything, right? So like we're gonna see things coming miles and miles ahead, but again, it's the fascination, like from this side of the world. For instance, in Mexico, we have like the cool Aztec history, we have the Mayans, we have, you know, like the culture and the food and all this and this and that. But again, it's like a hard cut between what was before and what was after, right? And then like it's like a couple of hundred, like maybe 100 years in between, like, you know, when they settled and all that. A few wars here and there, but again, it's not nearly as complex as it is with you guys, which is, again, could be a good thing or a bad thing, because a lot of problems that we're dealing with are the same as you guys, but we deal with them in probably, I don't know, I wouldn't say the worst, a worse way, but yeah, it's fascinating, because I'm looking at the map too. Is like the countries, like you guys are so fucking close to France too. Like, don't you guys have like a tunnel that goes from France to like London? Like that shit is, you know, you don't build a tunnel in between land unless like it's super close, right? So I don't know, it's like you guys are so close to each other, and it's like a family. Like you're sharing a room in the same house, and you're like trying to expand your room, but you can't because it's a single house. and you're like elbowing each other for space, but again, it's like you can make your room bigger, but your house is the same. You know, that's how I think about it. Whereas again, in the States, you drive to fucking through Texas, and you're gonna drive for like 24 hours of nothing. It's just a desert. It's fucking empty. And yeah, you have like the bigger cities, but like America is such a like empty fucking space of land, you know. It's like, I don't know if you've ever been here on this side of the world, but like it's, you cannot live your life here unless you have a car. There's no trains, there's nothing to connect each other. You have to drive and brute force it. And it's so fucking big, dude. I drove through Texas once, and it took me like fucking like 2-3 days. Not like visiting, not like looking around, not like, you know, obviously I wasn't like speeding super fast, but I was driving most of the day, then stop for food, stop for sleeping, and it took me like 2.5 days. Oh, that's us in France. No, that's a different thing. We're very close culturally and all that, but mortal enemies in a Benny Hill kind of way. See, but that, again, I feel like, again, with all the shit that you guys might have between siblings, like in the UK, if anything happens between you guys and France, everyone in the UK, we're like, is gonna get united and, you know, fight them, right? That's what I mean. Because yeah, I mean, France, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is it with French people. Like, they're disliked everywhere. Everyone here makes fun of them too. Fucking cigarette smoking douchebags, just like pretending they're better than everyone. But yeah, the stereotype is that yeah, French people are very disliked here in the States too. Like we make fun of their accent and all that, which is funny because English as a language, you guys, you know, not you guys, but like, you know, English as a language steals a lot of words from French. And if you want to see a pub go insane, if you want to see a pub go insane, go into any pub and announce, "Isn't France great?" Dude, I feel like if I didn't know better, I would do that and then fucking get stabbed. I had an Italian friend. He was telling me basically their version of that was to say, what was it? Like if you're, Italy is like a whole different beast, but what I'm saying is something about their soccer teams, and it was similar. Like you go to a bar and you're from Pisa or whatever, and you say that the team from fucking, I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying though? Like, you know, like the soccer matches, and you say that your favorite soccer team is this thing that everyone in that area hates, even though it's the same as Italy. Like people would get stabbed. Like I heard that like I'm not like, he said, I don't know if it's true, but he did say that like people would get literally stabbed if you're like, oh, you know, I'm from Parma and I love the guy from Rome, the team from Rome, and people would be like, no, that's not gonna fly here. And you say that at a bar, at a pub, and they would fucking stab each other. So, I'm assuming it's your version, like, you know, similar in you know, sense that like, yeah, people are very passionate about certain shit. Not still, our languages evolve alongside each other. With German and Saxon excel, English sounds like German. Well, see, you say that, but it's also it's interesting. Yeah, French. I speak Spanish, and French is written a lot like English. I'm sorry, but French is written a lot like Spanish. Like the structure of the words, you know, like the like things have genders. Like in English, it's just the, like this guy, this spoon, and in French and a lot of Roman languages, the things have genders. Like the spoon in Spanish is a female word, and the fork is a male word, right? That you have like el and la. That's why my name, if you look at the YouTube channel, is El Bitayin, because I'm a guy, right? But like if I was I could do without. Like sometimes in my social networks, I don't have the L because the name is just Italian, right? But it's pronounced like English in a way. So we drop genders around the 1400 for lack of you. See, but that's the thing too. Like it makes sense to me because I speak Spanish, and it doesn't make sense to me that there's no genders in things. Like the sky is male, right? the car is male. The fucking philosophy is female. Like even abstract words like, you know, like philosophy or hunger have genders. And it makes sense in the context of it, even though when you try to explain it, it's hard. But even then, like if you go further, like other languages don't even have that. Like Asian languages don't have the at all. They don't even have a version of it. They just say like open door, because the door is already contextually there, right? We have tense but not gender. No, I understand that. Yeah, but like in Spanish we do, and so in French they do too. So like I can read a little bit of French. Like I can understand it contextually because a lot of their stuff is similar to Spanish. But the way it's pronounced in French sounds a lot like it's pronounced in English. So it's a mindfuck in a way that again, I'm oversimplifying things, but like it's a little bit like, you know, it's written in Spanish in a way, but it's pronounced in English, which is, again, if you speak both, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, and you try to read Spanish, their pronunciation is very strict, and English is not very strict with it. The way things are written and the way things are pronounced are all over the fucking place in English, you know? Which is a problem if you want to learn it. But even like and some languages have implied context too, like Tagalog, which is an English speaker, confused me, and I have colleagues over there. Right. Yeah, and even Germans, I think Germany, they have like way more articles than Spanish. I don't know how the fuck, like, we, you know, because we have the, like I was saying, male and female, but then depending on like if it's in the past or the future, or if it's like an abstract thing or a solid thing, they have a different set of rules for that shit. So like in Spanish it's kind of complex in a sense that, like, you know, it's male and female and multiple things and this and that. But in German apparently they have more. I actually don't know how more complicated is that, but I thought it was kind of interesting too, right? Because in English it's just the, right? And that is whatever it's after that. Yeah, their object names are more like description too. Yeah, and that's also why they kind of merged words together, because again, in their context it makes sense, and that's why like the fucking German words have like 24 letters as a single unit, because they're basically giving you a whole sentence, and it makes sense with that. I've been to Vienna, and holy shit, like the just a single word with like 17 letters or more. It's like I what is this? Sounds like inefficient, but it somehow makes sense, you know, for them. Door opening handle, yeah. And it's also like another thing that I love of Europe, and that's why I would probably like to move there at some point, probably permanently, which is like, you know, the access to languages. I like that. I like learning languages. Like I said, I speak Spanish and I want to learn Portuguese. I've been to France, I've been to England, I've been to Vienna. Yeah, every time I see things, like the way it's written, it's fascinating to me, you know? And I think it's also like, I'm good at it. I feel like in another life, I could have been like working at a UN translator. What about you? You speak only English? Oh, what the hell?
Oh, I do love my Mo wife.
Oh,
You and
wife.
your wife should come around sometime. We live underground, in soil and that. Anyway, I best be off. I've got some worms to suck up into my big mole mouth.
Well, all that stuff is very little Polish, Hindi, and Tagalog. Oh, damn. Very little Polish, Hindi, and Tagalog. Wait, so you mean very little Polish and then very little Hindi and very little Tagalog, or just very little Polish and then full Hindi and full Tagalog? Only enough to pass the time or ask for things, really. Yeah, that's when people here in the US ask for like Spanish and they're always like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? And that's the only thing they can say. You know, where's the library? Not enough to hold on the conversation. Not 100% convinced I can speak English. Well, I do watch John Oliver's show. And I love that he defends English, like his version of British English, or like tomato, tomato. And he's always like very unapologetic about like, you know, you can't fuck up with the tomato part of your version of English. It's tomato. And people always get angry about that. Because even your version of English, like English, I guess it's true for like all languages, right? Like languages just change. And the fact that you guys spell differently, but it's the same word, it's also funny to me. Like, you know, color and center, just move the R and E around and it's still the same. Like that shit would not fly in Spanish. Like if you move letters around like that, you would pronounce them differently. Like wouldn't center be like centre, centre. Or color, wouldn't that be color? Lower? I'm just being stupid. You actually don't speak any English. We've been communicating with our minds. We've been communicating the human language.
There it is noon and all asunder.
Where the fuck I need to go?
I've never seen a hole as big as that before. My wife could learn a thing or two.
It's funny, there are rules to all that, and it's in sentence construction too. We'll know it. Very few people can explain. Well, I went to the when I was in London, I went to the Shakespeare Theatre, whatever that thing's called, and the guide there gave us a demonstration of how English used to sound. You know, obviously an approximation, obviously, with what we know historically. It's hard to know for sure. Obviously, there's no audio tapes or anything, but he was an approximation of like how those English from like 400, 500 years ago sounded. And it sounded like a lot of Spanish words, like the way that the like station. He basically said a sentence, and I remembered something station, and he pronounced station as a Spanish word, like estación, and apparently that's how they pronounce verbs like that. But like, you know, like in how old is Shakespeare? You know, like a few hundred years ago in England, right? So there was obviously something that made it change a lot. But it's fascinating that the pronunciation changed as much, because it sounded like a weird Portuguese version kind of like of what he was saying, and then he repeated the same thing in English, and we were like, oh, he's just saying something about the station and something in theater and blah blah blah. But like when he spoke it in, again, his approximation of like the Shakespearean English, it sounded a lot like Spanish, you know. So it was fascinating. I don't know. Can I like how a Roman kid would conjugate his verbs properly but wouldn't be able to explain conjugation? True. Check out Simon Roper on here sometime. He does some very good stuff on all English dialect. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, let's see. Check out Simon Roper. Simon Roper, a filmmaker dialect coach.
Now then, Marge, about my payment.
Oh, well, it looks like there's been
I think I've seen this dude before. Yeah, Simon Roper.
Last time, and that vinegar smells only just washed out.
Yeah, I've definitely seen his videos before. I'm actually not subscribed. Let me subscribe before I forget. Simon Roper. And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, because that's also one of the things that I want to do with this channel in the future, which is like, you know, because like I said, I speak Spanish, and do like something similar between English and Spanish, and like, you know, Mexican Spanish, Spaniard Spanish, and you know, Portuguese, and how the languages kind of became their own thing. Portuguese from Brazil, Portuguese from Portugal, and how things change, you know, because like the Mexican Spanish is very unique compared to the other South American Spanish, in the sense that we have a lot of Aztec words mixed in it. So it's still understandable for most people, but it's weirdly unique, right? Whereas, like I was saying earlier, like the rest of the South American land was basically empty. So their own version of Spanish is very similar, like, you know, like Chilean Spanish, Colombian Spanish is closer to what Mexican Spanish is, right? So like it's something that I want to talk about in the future, to do like a little bit like Mexican dialects, or like, you know, like Native American dialects compared to like, you know, South American Spanish, and this and that, because it's fascinating to me for sure, you know. Simon Roper is definitely, yeah, I'm subscribing to this guy. And maybe you can help me with that in the future, because yeah, Tagalog is also like, Tagalog and Hindi. I was trying to learn Spanish some time ago. I've lost most of what I learned now. Well, it's also like, if you're learning Spanish from Spain, it's gonna be very different than, you know, South American Spanish, which is, it's not true if you grew up speaking it, right? Like if you're British, you're gonna understand American English, no problem, right? Like there are gonna be words, you know, conjugations here and that that you would probably be confused about, but you know, you will understand it, right? But if I was learning Portuguese from scratch, and I start learning in Portugal, I won't be able to understand Brazilian Portuguese, right? So like it's, you know, it's different enough. Maybe if I some way to slip into gaming content. Dude, I was actually trying to do something like that. My idea was to I played Pragmata before, and in Pragmata I played Pragmata in no, I started no, that wasn't Pragmata. I started what the hell is this game? Expedition 33, and I started it in French, and I wanted to play it in French and read it in Spanish, like Spanish subtitles, and then speak in English. But it feels like a little too niche for people to watch someone like struggling in 3 languages, you know. But yeah, it's something that I do want to explore. I haven't figured it out in a way that I do want to play games in one language maybe, and then like the audio is in a different language, and then kind of like make fun of it in different ways. But it's very challenging when I was playing Expedition 33, like again, I can't understand basic French words. My biggest issue with French is the way they pronounce things. I can't pronounce it. I can't really pronounce the way they do. Sounds like a headache to juggle through. I just made like 2 episodes and I had to leave it because I was getting headaches. Like, yeah, it was definitely a pain. And I don't even speak French, but like I was paying attention to the French thing and then reading in Spanish. And sometimes I would say things in Spanish, and then the fuck I was saying, like the voice, the subtitles were in English. Oh, the other way around, something like that. And I was just like, I'm not gonna bother. But it's all good. Yeah, I'll figure something. I was thinking more like an actual, like a little maybe short or something where I talk about something and I make it like a little class, maybe, you know, like maybe like you said, like Simon Roper, and I still like talk about it and, you know, make it fun and short. And, you know, like how do people in English would say this, but in Spanish means this, but it comes from this word, and in the end it's like from this Roman word and it means this and that, you know, kind of thing, but kind of short and snappy. or playing the language while chatting and reading in English. Maybe explain the odd word. That's what I was probably going to do with this one in particular for Thank Goodness You're Here. But I feel like the humor and the voice acting is so unique that I just kept it all in English, you know, because I feel like the voice acting is such a charming way to teach people. But yeah, I then thought about like playing it in English the same way, but then with Spanish subtitles. But I don't know. I feel like I might try something in the future, you know. I'm still trying to find my voice. I'll figure something out. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. But yeah, that's a point, because I am here also to, like, you know, try to learn languages and, you know, learn from other cultures as well. So like, I appreciate you teaching me about all this stuff for sure. I'm actually gonna dip for today. So I appreciate you hanging out. I really hope your pizza was delicious. And then one language while chatting and reading in English. See, but that's also like kind of I'm just rereading it. It's like, how maybe play this in English with Spanish subtitles and speak in Spanish, so I can probably teach people the jokes. But that's kind of niche. I'll figure something out. If you have any good ideas or good channels that I should check out, let me know, because I've been thinking about like doing maybe a collab with someone that speaks a different language, and then, like, you know, make a little show where like we all speak our own language and we reply in our own language and see if we can understand each other. But again, I have a bunch of ideas that I need to explore for sure. But at any rate, I'm gonna call it a day. I appreciate you hanging out for sure. Please feel free to subscribe and follow me, because I would love to chat with you some other time. I'm definitely learning a lot. So yeah, you're awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out today. And like I said, I'm pretty new at this, so I'm trying my best, you know, to get something going. I've been doing this for like a little over a month now, so I appreciate you hanging out and teaching me all this good stuff. Because again, I'm gonna reread a lot of like European Parliament stuff and, like, you know, the UK stuff, and probably next time I won't sound as dumb as I did today. All right, thank you, Morlanius. And for everyone else on Twitch, thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.